Hello there. Waiting for the lag course. All right, y'all know I'm on YouTube, Kick, and the WAP app or WAP site. So I'm on all three platforms. We're gonna do all the signs today, unless I get tired or hungry. I'm gonna start with Aries. We're going in regular order. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. That's what we're doing. Ooh. Hold on, I just got a notification that one of my packages is outside. Hold on, let me grab it. I wonder why it's stealing from me. All right. Sorry, I had to get my package. I think one time, so I got a notification that one of my packages would deliver, and it was gone like as soon as I went out there. So either the driver pulled a slick one and took it back with them, or my neighbor got that joint like 5 minutes and stole that shit. So I'll be getting my drinks right away. It's my little nail chrome. I got some gold nail chrome. Y'all know I be doing my own nails. So I will be doing my nails today. I just want to make sure they gave me the right thing. Yay, gold nails. Okay. All right. Let's get started. We're going in regular order today. So we're gonna start with Aries. All right. Let me know what signs are here as well. I'm gonna say that again as more people join anyway. I know it's only a few people on here right now. All right, so let's see. I don't have like any general messages or anything yet. We'll see. Normally, you know how all the signs will kind of connect. I am getting over my little cough, but I'm still coughing a little bit, so bear with me. Okay, Pisces. Oh, you can be last. But I did y'all first yesterday. All right, so let's see. All right, what is the energy surrounding the Aries? What's the situation for the Aries? Okay, fight. Okay, so this could be literally a fight, a conflict, an argument, or a distraction. Okay. What role do you play here, Aries? Interesting. Guidance. Okay, so you're the three of cups, but the situation is the five of wands, basically. You were guidance in the last reading. So you're like listening to something. You could be having a good time. You're out maybe with a group of people, group of like-minded people, but guidance. Okay. Who are you listening to here? Self-esteem. Okay, so the person that you're listening to now, this is within yourself right now. If you're about to make a decision, you're not all the way informed. Make sure that you get more information first. I'm also getting to if this is a health thing. You could be guided within your body, like you can feel that something is bothering you. With fight, that means like there's some sort of like bad food, bad drinking, something like that. But if you're literally being guided by a person that's outside of you, that person's self-esteem is being triggered, they're offended. Um, okay, what's triggering the self-esteem here? Okay, hustle. Okay, let me get one more and then voice. So literally somebody is offended that another individual is asking for money, or somebody is going to be offended that it's like an individual is charging to talk to them or charging for advice, or like somebody's going to be offended at the cost of something. What would make this energy more confident? Now this is within you. Maybe you're offended about what somebody has said about money, spending money, something like that. If this is like a spiritual reading as far as like your relationship to money, there could be an issue with how you view it or something like that. But so what would make the energy more confident here? Self-love. Okay, so in this case, you may be upset that somebody's asking for money or bringing money up, or like that's what's going on. Okay, what is the conflict or the fight about? I'm assuming this is what the fight is about. Okay, so it looks like two people are kind of butting heads. Like this is what I'm getting. All right. Let's see. Let's get the cards. You might just be overhearing this though. Because if you're guidance, you're not the person that feels insecure unless this is like you're following like some sort of insecurity or making a decision based off your insecurities, but we'll see. What's 8 cards here? So you're offended or somebody's offended. So this is okay. So it looks like an individual got into a scenario before realizing how much something was worth or how much something cost. Because the cards that you have as Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Fool. Oh, what's this? Hold on, y'all. Uh, Child, he tripping. Okay, that's crazy. Uh-oh, I glitched the screen. Did I mess up the screen? Okay. Oh, all right. Whatever. We'll fix it later. Is this? That's probably going to stay up there. Okay, so you have the Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Full card, Queen of Cups, Six of Pentacles, the Empress, the Four of Swords, the Page of Swords. So at first, something is going unnoticed because it's like somebody jumps into something without having all the information, or they're not aware of how to make something work on their own. So they may pay somebody to do it. But there is an element that somebody does not realize or recognize until later, and they kind of start to look at it later on. What's this over here, real quick? Hopefully that didn't mess up my chat. The chat is like, it moved up now. Okay, the Ace of Cups. Okay, let's clarify. What information does somebody not have? Oh, guidance and self esteem. You could also be listening to somebody that doesn't know something yet. They don't have the information yet. All right, what is somebody unaware of with the Fool? Okay, sexuality. They maybe somebody, I feel like too, somebody is not aware of like the dynamic between two people. They're getting into something, they're not like they may not know somebody is attracted to them or wants to like actually like somebody's not aware of the dynamic within a partnership before they get into something. What did this person decide to do without all the information? I feel like too somebody could not be aware of how their decision making affects the situation. Yeah, passion. It's like somebody there's something sexual that somebody's not aware of. What is this about? Or they don't it's like they don't realize like say somebody is around another individual, they have no idea that somebody's sexually attracted to them. I don't know why this looks like this because I can't see. Hopefully the chat is still working. Okay. All right. Whatevs. All right. So what is going unnoticed here? Okay. Mood. What does somebody notice after the fact with the Page of Swords? Yeah, leadership. Exactly. Okay, this is the thing. You're being guided by somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about, Aries. You're going to notice this later because you're listening to somebody. The person that you're listening to is the one with low self esteem. Or if they're not insecure, they just don't have all the information and you're still following after them or listening to them. What are you being guided to do? You're going to notice this about you're being guided to rebel. What is the typical rule? What is supposed to be going on? Let's see. To block out what? What are you doing instead? Yeah. So you're getting into some you're the person that you're missing the information. You're getting into something or you're following somebody's rules or regulations. This is what you're doing. This is what they're telling you to do. Somebody's like, no, that doesn't go against that doesn't go with the rules. We shouldn't do that. There's no standards or regulations to something. What is the most important energy for you to be in, Aries? Yeah, defiance. I wouldn't listen. So whoever's going to give you instructions or guidance, I would not listen to this. I would do the exact opposite of what they're doing. I feel like too, the person feels insecure because they're not receiving any money. Let me see, who's self-esteem. Who are you listening to? They're like either they make less money than you or there's something that's odd. I feel like too, if something's going well for you in like a partner or a relationship or at a job, something's going well for you, somebody may give you advice that messes up your opportunity because of like insecurity or jealousy or something like that. Let's see what else. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome. Let's see. Who are you listening to? Yeah, the 7 of Wands. What are they defensive against? What are they blocking out? Like the plan did not work for them or something. Yeah, this okay, the 7 of Swords. Some type of plan is not working for somebody. Let me see. What is the intentions with the 7 of Swords? In case y'all ever want to know, like if you're reading your own cards the way that I read it, if I get the 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, that means your plan will not go the way you intend for it to go. All right, let's see. What is somebody's intentions or intended outcome? Yeah, knowledge. Somebody either is trying to teach you something or they're trying to come off like they're smart or intelligent, but they're missing information. They don't really know. All right, what's actually going to occur? How are you going to notice this? Oh, spirituality. Maybe it's this reading. Maybe because I'm telling you this. Yeah, all right. What is the most important energy for you to be in, Aries? And I'm gonna get the outcome. Yeah, change. What's the outcome for you? Like you're listening to the wrong person. Intuition. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Yeah. That's who you're listening to. So be careful, take stuff with a grain of salt moving forward. These upcoming days, I guess. Not for like, whatever's going on. Okay. Taurus is next. Let me get the timestamp on Taurus. There's a glitch on my screen, so the chat is like right in the middle of the screen. It's bothering me, but I'm just gonna leave it. Because I shouldn't have been. I didn't know who that text message was. Okay, Taurus. I thought I blocked that number. It's all good. All right, what's the energy surrounding Taurus is? What's the energy surrounding Taurus is? Okay, luck, so the wheel of fortune and opportunity. The way that something is destined to go, something that may be out of your control. What is the luck here for you, Taurus? Or it's a good time to do something. Okay, healing. So this something will take time to heal, or if you just rush yourself, this is literally the time to heal a situation. So this could be your body, your health. um that's what's going to happen. So if you're wondering, if you don't feel good, if you're sick, or if you're thinking like something's going to go wrong or there's something's wrong in this situation, it is like literally it's going to heal. All right, what role do you play here, Taurus? Okay, peace. So you're fine, you're calm. Now for you, it may be a good idea for you to rest yourself. That will probably help your healing process. What are you at peace with here? Okay, inspiration. There's an Aquarius. You may not notice what an Aquarius is doing, but I feel like you're at peace with an Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, angel, voice. All right, so there's something about an Aquarius Sagittarius combination. What other energy should you be in, Taurus? Or you didn't? Oh, okay. You did not notice something about an Aquarius or Sagittarius that you need to look into or you need to actually look at or see? I don't know why I'm getting luck with healing, but when I think about this, if this is like your genetics or something, it's like somebody heals very well or easily or something like that. Okay, what else do you need to notice with potential? Let's see. We're on Taurus currently. Yeah, the truth. Okay, truth about what? It's like you're not even paying attention. Guidance and Aries. So Taurus, if you're the type of Taurus and you're with an Aries, there's some you need to see the truth about that Aries or the truth about who this Aries is listening to. So like there's somebody where you're maybe you don't notice any other options of people to listen to or work with. It's like you have an Aquarius Sagittarius energy there where you could listen to them. So this person, if this is like one person with these energies, this is like an actual teacher, or Aquarius is like they're very forward thinking, they plan for the future, or they're it could be like something with technology, things like that, or something scientific. They're kind of in that energy Aquarius is. You don't notice something about that. You need to see actually the physical truth about the Aries energy and who they're being guided by. So something could be a chain reaction. Okay, who is this person being guided by here in your reading? It doesn't, I mean, everybody doesn't know Aries. So yeah, order. Yeah, truth again. Okay, what is the truth here about guidance? What is the truth in this scenario? Humor. I feel like somebody is overindulging with humor. Okay. All right, let's see. Let me get 8 cards here. Yeah, the four of swords. There you go, right out the gate. You don't notice, you're calm, you're not paying attention to anything. You're not paying attention to something in particular, but you're calm. You're not overthinking it, you're not worried. So somebody is giving you something and you don't notice. You do not notice that somebody is giving you something, and that because somebody is giving you something that directly affects another person, the Empress and then the Emperor. It's like somebody pays you. I feel like too, you don't notice, Taurus, that your money or your income, something's coming from a woman. This woman has to give you something, and that directly affects her correlation to this masculine energy or to this Aries. It's like you don't realize where something is coming from. Okay, you got the Eight of Swords, Five of Cups. Then you have the Nine of Swords, and then the Four of Pentacles. Okay, I'm also getting two. Don't spend too much. You may not be paying attention to how much money you're spending on something. You're going to be worried about it later. The Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles. What is the Nine of Swords about? What are we worried about, possibly, or what are you going to be worried about? Personality, somebody's identity. Yeah, humor. I feel like you're going to realize. Now if this is within yourself, you're spending just to like, okay, all I care about is having fun or going out to drink, or like somebody's spending a lot of money on the fun parts or traveling, or but there is nothing being bought that's like functional or long standing or something that you could hold on to. Where are you receiving something from? What's the Empress? Okay, so this person's comfortable with self-love. What is the Emperor? So if you are receiving something, they're able to afford it. Okay, you got the style card and then leadership. That could be a Cancer. What's the regret here? Spirituality perspective on defiance, on breaking a rule. Oh, okay. So I feel like something that you're doing, there's like a perspective that you have about like, okay, this is disrespectful or this is hatred or spite. That's the perspective, but you're going to regret that. How do you view this? And we're going to see how you wish you would have viewed a scenario. Yeah, power. Okay, how should you have viewed it? Because you may feel like somebody is like yelling at you or, all right, rebellion and power. So this is the thing. Somebody's not even supposed to be saying this or doing this. This is a odd, these readings are kind of odd because it's like you're not okay. Let's just clarify what healing is because that's odd to me. I want you basically to sum this up. I feel like you've always listened to the same person or you've always taken somebody's word for it. It's time to listen to other people because Aquarius Sagittarius combination to me, if you don't know those signs, that energy to me is like unique identities is Aquarius, right? Sagittarius is foreign energy. Hey y'all. So it's like you should be listening to different people, different cultures, different experiences. You really need to see the truth about an Aries energy and what they're guided by first. Somebody is guided by humor or overindulgences or, okay, I want to go. Like, basically, the type of person this would be guiding you is they plan their whole day around, okay, I'm ready to go get a drink. Or, okay, I got to go take this trip. Like, somebody doesn't plan anything for responsibilities or doesn't think about okay well like a rainy day or anything like that, like that's what's going on, but the center of your reading is luck and healing. So I feel like if this is a case, if this is an issue, you'll be able to fix this just in time. Like what is the issue that needs to be healed here? Ooh, yeah, I see focus and truth came out again, but I'm going to reshuffle since that was a lot of cards. Let's see, what is the issue that needs to be healed? Dang. Okay, yeah, personality and humor. This could be a overindulgence and addiction. Maybe somebody just doesn't take something seriously. What is this going to be healed into? Okay, yeah, confidence, see, and respect. So this is more like a grounded energy. All right, this is Taurus. So this is a more grounded energy. This is more like a fantasy to me. Humor is an emotion, right? Like humor is fleeting, emotions are fleeting. Um, so somebody's going to become more realistic or more like grounded in reality to where they're making better decisions. What is the outcome here for you? Okay, dominance. Yeah, superstition and voice. Exactly. Because it's like it ends up being a worry. Like right now, you don't notice it. Right now, it's fine. You're not paying attention to it. It's kind of like, okay, you get your paycheck and you immediately go buy all these clothes, shoes, and it's like you didn't think, oh shit, like my this payment is due in a couple of days. My car note is due tomorrow. Like somebody's not thinking that way. All right. Now with luck and healing, maybe like down the line, maybe this is a conversation like, okay, when you get older, you're gonna need money for this, that, and the third, and blah blah blah, or something like that. Like eventually you're gonna have to fix this. Okay, so that was Taurus. That also to me is like being guided by a fantasy or being guided by like TV or something like that. Those of you with kids, like one thing that I do with my daughter that I've always done, whatever movie she's watching, I explain like, no, in real life, this is what really happens. Like you could watch it, but this is how the scenario really is. I actually did that with her today, and this just reminded me of this. I had to tell her a story because I don't know if y'all seen the documentary Crash on Netflix, and it's about like the girl. She was in the car with her boyfriend. They had been arguing or whatever, and she crashed the car like intentionally into the wall, like killing them, and she survived. And I had to tell my daughter a story of when I was in the car with a man and he was too drunk, and because he basically he's a very like this man is a very chauvinistic man, right? So he doesn't want a woman doing anything, won't let you do anything. And I kept begging him, like, let me drive, like you're drunk, let me drive. And he wouldn't do it. And we literally almost crashed into a wall. Like I had to shake him, like look, like he didn't realize that we were about to hit the wall. So it's stuff like that. And I had to tell her that story. Like, look, this is the reality. Like, yeah, it looks cool to hang out with certain dudes or it's cool to go out and party, but the reality of it is you could be risking your life. And so during that drive, he eventually ran into a curb and it made his car stop. And I was so thankful. I was like, thank God. And it was like he would not let it was me and his other friend in the car. He would not let us drive or anything. And so I tell her those stories because it's like, yeah, we're watching this from afar, and it may seem like, oh, that would never happen to me or something like that. But you got to be realistic about, how you move and things like that. Yeah. And I never got in a car with that person ever again. I don't know if they know. It's like people don't be noticing, but I be peeping. I be like, yeah, I'll never do that with you again. So we could talk on the phone, but you'll never see me in person again. All right, so that was my story for that. Let's see, Gemini. Gemini is next. I always have to give like a real life example. Okay, what's up for the Geminis? Let's see. What's the situation surrounding my Geminis, Gemini placements? Okay, resilience, something that you're able to handle on your own. It's difficult, but you can handle it by yourself. All right, what role do you play here, Geminis? Or this could be somebody else. What role do you play here, Geminis? Defiance. Okay, so whatever the norm is, you could like the five of swords, defiance to me could be being spiteful, hateful, jealous. But whatever the rule is, because of the term defiance means to go against somebody. Like, okay, I'm giving you these instructions, and you're just not listening to the instructions at all. So, what typically is supposed to be happening here? What is the defiance towards? Okay, transition. What are you going to do instead? So, finesse. Okay. So first of all, you're supposed to be moving on or moving forward. Like you're literally supposed to be going somewhere else with transition. Like this situation, you're supposed to be done with that situation already. If it's a physical relocation, you're supposed to move. But instead with finesse, you have an intention, you have a plan. All right, what are you intending on having here, Geminis, or doing? So you're trying to have a backup plan. Yeah, you are. Oh, so you're intentionally. Okay. You are intentionally being defiant. You are intentionally not listening to somebody. You're intentionally not moving on. Um, okay. Now with finesse, sometimes he is a Gemini. That's funny as fuck. He is a Gemini, yes. So yeah, you're in that. Yeah, that fits him. If you know any Geminis personally, the Geminis I know, yeah. But you're supposed to move on, Geminis. You're intentionally being defiant. So I'll leave that there. Okay, why? Why? Why are you intentionally not listening? What goal are you trying to reach? Or you passion? You just want to? You just what is your starting point? Let's see what transition is. What's the starting point? Okay, mood. Yeah, you're supposed to like get over something or like you have a regret. You're like, nah, I'm not gonna get over that. I'm not gonna what are you supposed to transition to? Let's see that either way, maybe you're not supposed to get over. I don't know. Yeah, confidence. You're like, no, I'm sad. I'm pouting. Like you're purposely doing that. You're purposely sad. Okay, what are you what are you sad about or regretting or bothered by? What's supposed to come first? Okay, okay, so it's almost like you missed an opportunity or you missed like a deadline. You missed out on an opportunity or a deadline and you regret that, but you're not moving on. You're supposed to go on to a new opportunity. So you're intentionally not doing it. confidence is an energy where that's the nine of pentacles. She has all those pentacles around her. So she has all these different opportunities, right? Like it's depicted as a woman in a garden, right? So it's like, okay, this would be just to give you a metaphor. This is like, damn, my tomatoes didn't grow. You still mad about the tomatoes not growing instead of just growing new tomatoes in the next season or something. It's like you're just mad. Okay. All right. I mean, okay, so what's resilience? What is someone able to handle? Maybe somebody's able to deal with this, I guess. All right, courage and guidance again. Now, sometimes with finesse, I feel like when I get that, that's different than the magician to me or innovation. That like innovation to me means you have all the tools to make it work. It will work. Finesse is kind of like is it that's not going to go as planned, or people can tell that this is intentional, just so you know. I mean, maybe don't care. You're like, I don't care. It's like, no, let's see. Let me get 8 cards. Yeah, you're supposed to move on from something. Okay. 8 cards. Let's see. Now on another note, let's just say something bad happened and you like, nah, I'm not getting over that. I'm never forgetting that or something like so you're purposely holding a grudge, but maybe you're supposed to, shit. All right, you got the King of Wands, Six of Pentacles. The Empress. Yeah, there's your 5 of Cups. There's the regret. Okay. The Empress and the Emperor is coming out again. Okay. 4 of Pentacles, the Hangman. Oh, and the page. Yeah, you got clothes on. I'm live. Yes. Did you eat lunch yet? Eat some lunch. You already had a snack, right? It's okay. Okay. Now your macaroni salad. You gonna eat your macaroni salad? Can I eat it? Unless you gonna eat it. Yeah, you can have it. Okay, eat some lunch. Hi. Oh, so close. I know I got a lot of shea butter on. I melted it. Okay, so let's see. What is the hangman real quick? Yeah, I just said that innovation. Your finesse. Hangman is a different perspective. So I feel like if you had a new perspective, Gemini, you wouldn't sit there and like dwell on this. What what's being created down here? Luck. You can literally create a new opportunity or somebody's able to get a new fortune. What's missing from your plan? Yeah, mystery. Exactly. It's like, okay, you're intentionally being defiant, right? Or you're intentionally being spiteful or something. That would only work if we didn't know that that's on purpose. Like, there's no mystery to it. We can see it. What does the King of Wands see right here? Yeah, it's some macaroni salad from this it's a Hawaiian barbecue joint around here. It's on good. What does the King of Wands see right here? Okay, healing. So we just did that in the Taurus reading. It's like we can see that something's being fixed, healed, but you still, oh, that, yeah, because you're supposed to move on. It's like this is where you want to stay. Because remember, what you're supposed to be doing is transition. This is your starting point. We can see that something is fixed. There's nothing wrong anymore. Or it's like enough time has passed to get over this, or it's like, why do you keep, okay. What other energy should you be in here, Gemini? Yeah, power. What is your power here? Because it's like you are, maybe that's what you need to hear. Resistance, innovation, dominance, and love. Let me see. What's the outcome for you, Geminis? It's like maybe you need to hear that you're powerful enough to fix something. The outcome is order. What's going to be put first in a scenario? ambition. Okay, so somebody, okay, like if you're sitting here, no, I'm not gonna listen. No, I wanna be sad. I wanna be mad. That's fine. But somebody's gonna put their work first. Okay. Why are you do I mean, this is just a weird reading to me because it's like, why do that? But all right, I'm gonna leave it there. I ain't gonna question it too much. I ain't gonna question it too much. Cancer is next. Cancer is next. I'm not gonna overthink it, child. You're supposed to be boycotting Chinese food, so I started going to the Hawaiian place. But the Hawaiian food, listen, don't let the Hawaiian barbecue pop up in the hood. They gonna be done for. That junk good. All right, let's see. What's up with the cancers here? What's the scenario for the cancers? Inspiration. So for you could literally be being inspired. You said that's what you want to know. I know a few Geminis. They are very purposely defiant. Trump is a perfect Gemini example for that. That's all you Kanye West is a Gemini. You think Kanye West gonna listen to anybody? No. It's like that's how they act. All right, but Cancer, the center of your reading is inspiration. This could actually be something that is inspiring, or it could be about an Aquarius. Okay. All right. So, what role do you play here, Cancers? Change. Okay, so you've brought some sort of change. Now, Aquarius also is a fixed sign and it is ruled by Saturn. It rules the group. So, if there were any rules and regulations or like traditions within a group of people, you came along and changed that. All right, so what was the scenario before? Healing, what did it change into? So, healing must be the name of the game or something. All right, what's healing changed to what? Defiance. Okay, so Taurus had healing in their reading, Gemini had defiance in their reading. So are you the reason that you're probably the reason that a Gemini is not going to get over something. That Gemini refused to get over something because you're here or something like that. What did you do to change this? I'm also getting to if something was being fixed, healed, if this has anything to do with your body, your health, do not change what you were doing to heal, heal your health or whatever. What did you do to change this? Spirituality? Do not think that spirituality is going to take the place of physical healing. Do not think that because you're spiritual, like don't be like, oh, I pray for this to go away kind of thing. You still have to like eat healthy or drink some herbs or teas or something. You got to do something. Now, I told Gemini is supposed to go to this. Like they're supposed to transition to being more confident or making sure their body is healthier. What is inspiration here? Don't do anything. A power transition. So it's like a person in power is telling this person like, "Hey, move, get over it," or an Aquarius is telling somebody to move on, move forward. This is why that Gemini is not listening. They're not getting over it. Now we're talking about the elements, right? Because I've always explained like the elements. You got Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. That's fire, earth, air, water. So it's like when you got to the decision making, the decision was whether or not we're going to move past this feeling. If you still feel a certain way, you're like, nah, I'm not over it yet. I'm not going to heal that. I'm not going to fix that. I feel like too, because of the way somebody is telling, it's the way that somebody is telling this person to move on that changes their perspective on whether or not they can create something. I'm also getting to, if something is being healed or fixed. Now, this could also be forgiveness with healing, but if something's supposed to be healed or fixed, your perspective on innovation, right, tied to spirituality, a lot of times we look at the magician as like, okay, I'm going to do magic, I'm going to do a candle, I'm going to do a jar, I'm going to do root work. But oh, that looked weird popping up on that screen, that page. But the magician is like in real life having all the elements to fix something. So say the healing element, like say somebody was sick, right? And okay, I'm gonna, my innovation, my magician energy is me. I have the insurance card, I got the doctor down the street, I got a car to get to the doctor, I can afford to get the medicine. That's gonna heal me, right? I don't have to make, or I got, if you don't like, Western medicine, maybe you know what herb fixes this. Okay, I got the herb to do this. I already got it in bulk. I can make a tea out of it, blah, blah, blah. I know how much to take. I already studied it. Boom, it heals me. Don't change your perspective on what it means to have magic or all the elements to create a scenario, is what I'm getting here. Because also, what I would say is like a lot of people get into tarot, and there will be some people that'll be like, oh, black magic, this, black magic, that. Oh, these two cards together mean black magic. And it very well could. There are people in the world that do that. But sometimes magic is as simple as like, you have all the elements to create a good meal. You have all the elements to make sure you got a car to get to work. You got all the elements to make sure you pay your rent this month. That is magic too. So I feel like the perspective on how to create a reality, or the perspective on how to get something for yourself, is okay, what resources do I have in real life that are going to help me right now to get to that step? And I think that's how somebody's viewpoint should start to be. So it's like, I'm hungry, right? I have all the elements to make a meal. That's magic. You turned a cow into a steak. That's magic. Who knew that they could cut open a cow and turn it into a steak? That's magical. You get to cook some food. Now you solved your issue. You're not hungry anymore. You're not going to die of starvation. That's your magic. People think, like, instead of sitting there, okay, I pray that this hunger pain goes away. No, go cook something. So it's like somebody's viewpoint with something spiritual is like kind of causing a backtracking. Now, on another note that we could look at this, right? With healing, if this is about forgiveness and somebody's like, no, I don't forgive that, I'm not moving on. A lot of the forgiveness energy that comes from spirituality. That comes from, oh, well, the root of his childhood, his mother yelled at him when he was 3, and that's why he smacked me in the face. So I forgive him, or, something stupid. Like, it's like, no, you don't have to forgive everybody. So yeah, it could go, all right. So there's a lot of ways that could go. Whatever perspective is general. So it could be a lot. Oh, yeah, the little girl. She was like, ooh, burger, cheese on mine. That was funny. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Cancers? Finesse. You need a backup plan as well. If you deal with that Gemini, they don't care. They're not going to forgive something. They're not going to change. They're not changing. They don't care. They're not listening. So you're going to have to come up with a backup plan. What was your intended outcome originally? You just need a backup plan. That's all. Okay, determination and focus. Okay, determine to have what, or to focus on what? All right, a Sagittarius. Either you're determined to have a Sag around or do something with a Sag, or you planned on focusing on this Sagittarius. Okay, what's going to actually occur here? Interesting. Versatility, sexuality. Okay, there has something to do with a masculine and feminine energy. It's like a masculine energy does not trust a woman or something like that. That's what's going on. I'm also getting to that Gemini does not trust something. They're concerned. What's missing from your plan? So you have to have another, oh, Sagittarius. So you're trying to focus on a Sag, but they're not there. if this is about like a person in your life, I'm getting that you need, where is the Sagittarius? Or what are they doing? Dominance, defense, and voice. Okay, so they're controlling a scenario. I don't, what did you want them to do? You wanted them to do something in particular? You want them to resist what? Inspiration and guidance. Okay, maybe you want them, hey, like, don't listen to that Aquarius, or all right, let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Let's see. But you're trying to focus on them though. You can't just, you're planning literally to just have a Sag or just focus on a Sag. All right. Let's see. Let's get 8 cards. You said that word. Yeah, the Sun, the Devil card. There you go. The Page of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. It's a lot of Five of Cups going on today. What's all these regrets? Because here's the Queen of Wands is over here at the bottom. This could be a belief system too. Like, why is that, why is that Sag not paying attention to me? What is the Sun card real quick? Okay, confidence, the Devil card. What is the knowledge? What do we know here, Cancer? Intuition. What is somebody's intuition telling them? Change you. Literally, this is what I mean, this is the reading. Okay. What else? What's the Hangman? And I'm gonna see. Yeah, dominance and defiance. Okay. So these are all tied together. I'm not sure what the other people, where is the Sagittarius energy? I'm not really sure what they have to do with you per se, but let's see. They're walking away from something. So when the Eight of Cups shows up, there's no confusion. What are they walking away from? Or they're no longer, they could be no longer emotionally attached to a scenario. Yeah, they already have a new perspective. What are they walking towards? All right, the Strength card. Okay, let's see. So what are they walking away from here? Fluidity. What do they have a new perspective on? And then we'll see what they're going to start to do. Love. Okay. Maybe they're like, okay, I'm sacrificing this, I'm giving this, I'm sharing this out of love. So, what are they going to start doing? What are they walking towards now? Where they may realize what they're giving. Okay, emotions, personality, you got innovation and emotion. So, I'm going to keep it a bug. They might think there's some emotional manipulation or, yeah, fluidity. That's what they're walking away from. All right, what other energy should you be in, Cancer? We're going to see what the outcome is. What other energy should you be in? Fight. So because your plan originally was only to focus on the Sag or to be determined to have them, you need other focuses. You need to focus on other things as well. All right, what's the outcome here for you? And then we're going to get Leo. Yeah, truth. Okay. All right. Interesting reading. I feel like I went on a long spiel there. How long was that? Was that long? All right, Leo is next. Leo is next. Oop, there we go. I'm trying to. Oh, it's not working. I was trying to show that comment, but because the chat is like glitching, it's not working. I couldn't click it. All right, let's see. Leo. Leo is up next. What's the center of your reading, Leos? Oh, some more lip gloss. I was scared that this gold was gonna be too bright, but oh, there you go. And I was like, oh, it doesn't look bright. And I put it on. All right. All right, let's see. What is the situation surrounding the Leo energy? I might have to hold on. Let me close. I'm just going to swipe out and swipe back in. Hold on, y'all. It's going to pause. I'm not gone. Hold on 1 second. All right, there we go. I had to fix the chat. Okay, we're good. All right. Leo, Leo. All right, what is the situation for the Leos here? Self-esteem. Okay. Why is somebody offended? Offended by what or what's triggering them? Love. Okay. Love, passion. What would make this energy or this person feel more confident? Okay, potential. Okay, so it looks like somebody in the reading is bothered by the fact that they did something out of love. Now they could also be seeing somebody else's love relationship, and that could be triggering them like, why don't I have somebody to be with or something? And they need to actually look at the reality of a scenario with potential. All right, what role do you play here, Leos? Okay, rebellion. What is the norm? And what are you doing? So there's a thing about like determination or what you're focused on, but you're the Eight of Swords. What is supposed to be focused on, or people normally it's like people normally are supposed to focus on a certain thing and you can't stop thinking about something else, or your mentality is not shifting. What are you supposed to focus on here? Okay, for you, it's an Aquarius. You're supposed to focus on this Aquarius. What do you feel? What are you trapped with? Or what do you keep thinking about? It's like a mental thing. Yeah, vision. You're supposed to be focused on an Aquarius, but you see what? What do you see? What are you observing? Superstition and style and P. Is there, I guess, is there a Leo watching this for the Cancer reading or something? It's like a Leo is watching this to see about that Cancer. You're supposed to be focused on an Aquarius, or you're supposed to be focused on what's working for you. What other energy should you be in? Your own power. Yeah, what is your power in this situation? I feel like you need to get your mental power back. It's almost like I don't want to say obsessively, but you keep watching something over and over again, or you keep fantasizing about something. You're like fantasizing a little bit. What is your actual power here in this scenario? To resist. Okay, resist pride. Okay, and then you have courage and strength. Let's see. You're supposed to be resisting something basically. I feel like you're trying to find a loophole when you're supposed to be actually focused on one thing. If this is a scenario where you would know what that is. Let's get 8 cards. Yeah, there's a nine of swords. It's almost like you're being led by like these thoughts, fantasies. You keep thinking about something. Okay, and then there's the Queen of Wands. That could be you. You're a fire sign, so I'm not gonna force it just yet because that could definitely be you. All right, and then the Four of Swords. Like something goes from some, it's like one person's very worried, stressed, thinking about something over and over again. This other individual isn't thinking about it at all. We did mention, so if you watch that Cancer reading, in the Cancer reading, I said that the Sagittarius has a different perspective on love, or like they're walking away from something where they've outgrown it. All right, let's see. What's the Queen of Wands doing? They're creating something. Okay, what, now this could be you. I want, I don't want it to, I'm not going to just stick it with sad, but what's being created here? Or they have all the tools to create. If this is you, Leo, you have all the tools to make something work. You just don't notice it because you're thinking about something else, or you're constantly thinking about a Cancer. Like you're thinking about something completely different. But if you realize that you had all the tools to get what you need to get, you actually have it already. What are you able to create, or what's being created? Yeah, power. So if this is another person outside of you, they're able to do that. Maybe you're going to see an example, but you have what it takes to do this. You can create your own power. You can, yeah, luck. How do you want something to go for yourself? You're the strength card, Leo. The reason something isn't working for you is because you're focused on a Cancer, you're focused on someone else. Okay, it looks like your plan, okay, yeah, your plan is not working. I'm going to assume the Sagittarius might be the innovator. Because I'm like, what's going on? Or like, what are you intending to have, period? We're going to figure out what's missing or what's distracting you. Okay, spirituality. Maybe you want a spiritual gift, or what? What's missing from your plan? What's missing from your plan? Resilience. Something's, you can't handle. Oh, we came full circle. Okay. This is the Nine of Wands, self esteem. This is the Ten of Wands. What's triggering you right now is your love life, or maybe you love somebody, you want to be with them. Maybe you feel like, oh, I've been single for too long. This is what's distracting you. It's like something that you're planning to do or that you want. You can't, it's almost like you can't handle being alone, or something. Let's see. What else is difficult for you to handle? What's difficult for you to handle, Leo? This is you. You're the strength card. It's like you can't handle something that you're doing, or you can't handle the repercussions. Yeah, why does Sagittarius keep coming out? Do you want to do what a Sag is doing? Or it's like you can't handle, what is the Sagittarius doing? The best way I could describe this, right? If you're comparing yourself to any other sign or whatever they're doing, this works for them. Power, innovation, and luck. It's like one of those scenarios, like I would not be able to handle being Michael Jackson. I wouldn't be able to handle being Beyonce. It's something like that. Not to say that the Sagittarius is in that position, but it's something that you're not willing to do or sacrifice, or what is this person able to do or handle? And it's also like you want something with an individual because you have love here. But you can't handle, like if this is a relationship, you can't handle dating that person or something like that. What is Angel? What are they doing in the reading? Leadership. Yeah, they can handle, maybe they can handle a leadership position. Um Yeah, truth. It's like somebody knows that being in that position is difficult. Like if you're going to do YouTube, you have to be ready for the stage where there's going to be trolls or there's going to be people calling you a demon and you know like okay, you want to do tarot, that's fine. I have to deal with people calling me evil all day. Can you handle that? Or if you're going to use social media, you have to be able to deal with people's opinions. If you want to be a business owner, you're going to have to be able to deal with employees. If you want to be a manager, you're going to have to deal with your staff. Like there's something that you're not willing to do or willing to like sacrifice, but you want it. And what are you concerned about? What are you worried about? What else? It's like you just keep you're worried about defense. This is the thing too. If it deals with a plan, right? As soon as you because don't forget that your advice was power. So as soon as you have the plan, you have the ability to do it. You're like worried about, oh, my plan is going to be blocked, or I don't know if did you even try? What is going to be blocked out? You're worried about being blocked out or rejected. What's being blocked out? Maybe that's what you keep thinking about. Yeah, you got confidence, self-love, you got superstition. It's like why are you also the root of the reading was self-esteem and love, but you're not seeing your own full potential. There could be a person that you love or care about, or there's like say that somebody is the type like, oh, I have everything in the world, but I'm not in a relationship. Maybe that's how you're thinking. Let's see what else. What is the reality of a situation with potential? I'm also getting to like in the beginning, it's almost like, okay, I keep thinking about this person, or I keep concerning myself about love, or look at the reality of this scenario. Like maybe you wanted to date a Sagittarius. Like look at the reality of that. Is that a real or something? It's okay. It's like, can that situation actually happen? Or what do we need to see? What's the reality that's missing real quick? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Finesse. Something is not working. Your plan is not working. You're not seeing the reality that your plan is not working right now. The way that you're doing something, it's not working. If you want it, I because the signs that are out, you have Cancer and Sagittarius and Aquarius. So whoever it is, it's like, yeah, intuition. This is I feel like somebody knows you're trying to trick something or do some sort of shortcut, or just like if this is about you trying to do a plan, a business, something like that, or like a goal, look at the reality of that goal. That's all you need to do. Or look at the intentions, look at the actual reality, right? It's like because it's almost like you know what you're supposed to focus on, but you're not doing it. What are you supposed to focus on here with inspiration? At the Knight of Cups, yeah, there's an opportunity and it causes the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so literally, what inspires somebody to, like, if this is a plan, what is going to get somebody to pay you or give you something in return? It's like you're not looking at what's causing the outcome that you're receiving. Let's see, what's the cause here? Is it passion? Is it sex? What's the effect? Versus, are we talking about pregnancy? Okay, you pull spirituality too. This is the thing. This is kind of odd because it's like passion and versatility. First of all, there's nothing about sex here. It's the desire to create. Do you even have the desire to actually fully create what you're trying to do? Also, if this is about like, because the center of it was love, if this is about like sex or something, it's almost like somebody is not thinking about the cause and effects of sex. So, like, if your intention was, okay, I want to date this Cancer, Sag, Aquarius, Maybe they don't want to have sex because they don't want to get pregnant, or they don't want to have to be a mom. Like somebody's not thinking of the cause and effect at all, or something like that. It's not making, this is odd. Okay. All right, what's the outcome for you, Leo? Hopefully, because I just don't know what you're trying to accomplish, I guess. What's the outcome for the Leos? And then we're going to do Virgo. Okay, order. What needs to come first for you to get this to work for you? Respect. You have no, okay, so for your, okay, first of all, this is within yourself. Your plan is not working because you don't have the resource yet. Make sure you can afford something. Um, Make sure that you have enough resources around you to do it. I'm also getting, you don't have like a set standard. So if this is like a business idea or something like that, you're not setting a set standard, a set price. If this is about a scenario dating somebody, there's literally no respect for somebody's wishes. That's what's missing. There's no respect. There's no commitment. If somebody asked, what was the rule? Because I see the Hierophant right here. What was the rule? It's almost like somebody's like, hey, Leo, if you do this, we could work together. If you do this, then we can date. Hey, Leo, what kind of business do you run? Okay, could you provide this service? And it's like, you know what the rule is because, oh, I forgot you started out as rebellion. That's what it is. You're not, okay, there we go. You're not, you don't respect the rule. Whatever the rule is, that's why it's not working. You don't have a set rule, a set standard. If you wanted to, like, say you see somebody doing this, right? Say you see a Cancer dating somebody, or you see a Sagittarius dating somebody, they are receiving something because they have a set standard or a set rule. That's why it's working for them. So it's like, for me, I don't even, my rule is, I look, I'm 35. You got to take me on a date. I don't even, yeah, it's not even going to go that far. And you not, it's not like that's the set standard. That's the rule, or you have to set that standard for yourself or something. What would be a good rule for yourself, or a good, like, what is the rule? Like, there is no, because oh, that's the thing too. That's why it's going out of order. You have the lovers, and then you have, this is what you're doing first. It's almost like you're making a decision, or you're jumping into something without setting that rule for yourself. All right, it's like you're not, you go, you jump in, you don't have any standards. Now with self-esteem and love, you need to have a set standard. What type of person do you date? It's, what's your standard? Like for me, I'm not going to go any older than 40. Or I'm not going to go more than 5 years older than me. I'm not going to, you can't have more than one kid, you can't have a bunch of kids. Or I mean, you just, it's, yeah, what's your standard? Or if this is a business, how much money do you want to make? Okay, what kind of business makes that kind of money? What kind of freedom do you want? Do you, maybe you're the type you don't like to work alone, so you want to work with a group of people. Okay, what kind of business would help you work with a group of people? What kind of job will help you work with a group of people? Maybe you don't like running a business. Maybe you like, nah, I just want to work for somebody else. I don't got time for all that. Everybody's different. So figure out what your set standard or your set rule is. But if this involves another individual, I feel like you did not respect their standard or their rule. What was their rule? Let's see. Okay, emotions. It could also be like, okay, I can't, because that's the thing. You have love here. So that's more like making sure that somebody else is taken care of. Maybe they're like, look, I need to make sure I'm calm. I gotta go to work in the morning. I can't be messing with you. I gotta focus on this, that, and the third. Or yeah, I mean, I can't, it's right here, literally. Whatever this person told you, you completely disregarded it, or completely disregarded what they asked for, or you're not listening. All right, that's your reading, Leo. Sorry, I'm not, hopefully that wasn't hard. Let me see. What? You say you don't do third parties, which is what your neighbor tried to offer you. Child, I had a 52-year-old married man that wanted to get me pregnant. And what how does that make sense? Like that's the perfect example for this. He was a Leo. I'm like, in what world does that make sense? Why would I do that? That doesn't even make sense. I get no benefit out of that. Why would I have your child? That's crazy. People are crazy. Yeah, no. Woman, I'm about to show you my all. I don't know who you are, but you're probably somebody that I have blocked. So we're gonna hide you. You're a real person that I know. Don't show me anything. All right, that was Leo. Virgo is next. They are crazy. Listen, I got stories for days. The men in relationships are the most single men I know. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They really they mess up the dating pool very substantially. Like they ruin it for the men that's really single. They really do. All right, let's see. If you're a married or a man in a relationship, please stay in your relationship and leave the single women alone. Let the single men get their relationship, please. Okay, that'll never happen. All right, what's the scenarios with the Virgos? What's the situation, Virgos? Love again. Okay, a lot of love coming out. Could be romance, things like that, making sure somebody feels comfortable. All right. What role do you play here, Virgos? What role do you play? Connectivity. Okay, so the Eight of Swords. All right, so you have a certain mindset about, I'm gonna assume love, because that's the center of your reading, but you have a certain mindset about something. This is how you perceive it. You're not going to change your mind. Or you just continuously are thinking of something. Hopefully you don't physically feel trapped in a scenario, but let's see. Okay, so constantly thinking about what here with connectivity or trapped with what? Okay, luck. Okay, first of all, you're always thinking about time. How much time do I have to do something? But you feel trapped in a scenario that is out of your control. What is the luck here? Okay, intuition. All right, so now if this is within yourself, maybe you like, damn, I wish I didn't know that. If there's any Virgos watching this, you're like, damn, she has intuition. It's almost like that's out of your control that somebody is intuitive. There's the Leo Sagittarius reading. I just did that reading. Yeah. All right. So I don't know if you have anything to do with Sagittarius or Leo energy. If you do, that reading was correct. You're like, dang, I didn't want that reading to go that way. Or maybe you're dating a Virgo, I mean, dating a Leo and they're with a Sag, or I mean, okay. Okay, why do you feel what? Okay, what energy should you be in here, Virgos? Oh, okay, perspective. Okay, it's a trap. Okay, so you have a trap perspective of it. So how do you view with the Wheel of Fortune with luck? This could be about time and opportunity, your fortune, things out of your control. How do you view it? You view something as a mystery. Oh, yeah. Yes. Did you do the dishes? You do the dishes after? After. Okay, so you view something as a mystery. How should you view this? Or now, if you view Wheel of Fortune, you're like, oh, what is my fate? Maybe that's how you're like, oh, my fate is a mystery. So before I even pull the other card, like maybe you don't realize you have more control over your fate than you think. You're like, I don't know how this is going to go, or you think something's a secret or a mystery. How should you view this? Oh, truth. Okay. Yeah, you may think something's a secret. Somebody can see the truth. Yeah, something's it's not a secret. There we can see the truth, or your fate is not a mystery. You have more um like you have more input to it than you think. Oh, okay. What is intuition telling somebody? It's like, yeah, vision. Maybe to envision something for yourself, envision something that you want to do. What are they able to see? This could be maybe dreams, things like that, but what are they able to see or envision here? Somebody's like, no, you can envision your own fate. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? How do you want to live? Kind of thing. Let me get one more. Okay. Okay, no. The truth about what here? So something's not hidden. What's supposed to be hidden? It's not a secret. It's there. We can all see it. A regret or a loss. What are we supposed to regret here? Okay, versatility and rebellion. Okay, so that's what I pulled Leo with. Let's see what love is about. Love for who? And then you're supposed to have an open mind or an open perspective. Yeah, luck. So maybe you think, maybe you're like, oh, love is fated or something, but you can choose whether or not you want to deal with that person. Maybe you're still in the mindset of like soulmates or twin flames, or let's see. Who is this, Virgo? Yeah, there is love or a relationship or dating. Yeah, this isn't, so something's intentional. Yeah, this isn't luck. The man saw the woman. Somebody like that man already knew that woman. Something isn't just happenstance. They met, they went and saw them or something. Okay. Yeah, the moon. Yeah, we can see it. It's not hidden. The moon typically hides something. It's not hidden. Literally, I can see it. Somebody can see it. So it's like, here's a woman. This man approaches this woman. What is this woman being approached for here? Vision. I guess they're attractive, or it's almost like, why is this okay? So here we go. Why is this not hidden? You're like, no, you can't. So maybe it could also be like if somebody has intuition, they can see what's going to happen. Luck. It's like, no, the way that that's going to go, that's hidden. That's a secret. No, I can see it. If this has anything to do with people, somebody can just read people very well. Like, because the center of this reading is love, like for me, I can look at a man and tell whether or not if he's going to get on my nerves or not. I can look at him and tell. I can look at him and tell, okay, he's cheating. Okay, he probably has a girlfriend. Okay, he lives with baby mom. I can, like, if I'm having a conversation with a man, I can pick up on that energy like that. It's not, or like, okay, I know this man's gonna try to have sex with me. That's the point. That's why they're dating. Like something's not well, okay. Why is it not hidden? Open up your mind. Something can be more intent because it's cause and effect. Something's not hidden because it's cause and effect. Your fortune, your fate, something that you want or desire in the future, that's cause and effect. I'll give you an example, right? Like this is a good example. Like, Selena Powell. She's from a real small town. And people always be like, well, how did she end up around these people? She bought a floor seat ticket to a basketball game. That was it. That's it. That's not fate. She intentionally bought that ticket so that basketball players would see her. And they got her phone number from the coach while she was sitting front row. That's it. You want to go date a basketball player, go get dressed up, look cute, go to a basketball game and sit in the front row. Go find where they club at, find where they party at. Go find like it's something like that. Like something's not happenstance. You be more intentional. Like something is just cause and effect. Now, if this is a literal secret, if something's supposed to be a secret, something's not a secret because of a Libra, but I mean that just depends. Um, who's able to see this here or so oh yeah, expand your horizons, open up your mind because it's almost like you just think something is just what else will you be able to see once you like kind of expand your horizons or open your mindset? Transition, hustle, voice, and hustle. All right, looks like two people are going to have a conversation together to make it make sense. But yeah, something's not okay. It's not as like hidden or confusing as you think. You'll be able to see it. You can make it happen for yourself, or you can envision it or plan it. What else is the moon? What was supposed to cover it up, or what? Why is it supposed? What was supposed to cover it up? All right, fluidity. Let me get one more. It's like okay, because also the hidden part is supposed to be mood, like a regret, sadness. I regret this. Maybe people can see your emotions. We can see how something's going. All right, what's the outcome for you, Virgos? What's the outcome for the Virgos? Power, humor, sexuality, and rebellion. Looks like somebody who had sex with a Leo or something. But I'm not gonna. I don't know if that's your secret or not. But okay, that's your reading. That's your reading so far. Libra is next. All right, what is the situation surrounding Libras? Spirituality. All right, could be this reading or any religious belief systems, any spiritual belief systems that you have. What role do you play, Libra? Okay, love. All right. So what are you doing out of love for somebody, or you're in love, or you're romancing somebody? Okay, so you see the truth about what? So you're seeing the truth about what here? About change. So Cancer was change. So there we go. You see the truth. You see that a Cancer changed that scenario or something like that. You could be seeing the truth about a Scorpio, but Cancer came out as change today. All right. So what other energy should you be in here, Libras? You should be in mystery. You should keep something for first of all, you should either like keep exploring new things. This is not all that you know, but I feel like you should keep something hidden or keep it a secret, keep it to yourself. What does spirituality have to do with it? What would spirituality advise you or what is this? Oh, so there's a belief system that you're supposed to show something off. You don't have to show this off. You can keep it to yourself. What are you supposed to hide? I'm not going to say it out loud because it needs to be hidden. But what are you supposed to hide here? Okay. Okay. Because that was your reading, I don't want to say too much because I feel like if it's love here, out of love, you may feel like, oh, I have to tell them everything. I have to share everything with them. You're supposed to keep something to yourself. Whatever, you know what else too with spirituality and personality, there could be like somebody's like, oh, all Libras do this. What part of your personality? Let's see. All Libras act like this, or all Libras do this, or all right, we'll leave it there. Sorry, Libras. That was your reading. Keep something to yourself. Keep it a secret. You don't have to tell them anything. You ain't gotta tell them nothing. All right, let's see. I feel like too. Part of me feels like you're keeping something a secret because I mean, part of me feels like you want to tell somebody secret out of love for another individual, but it looks like it's not their business. Or you don't have to share everything with everybody. All right, I didn't make the rules, so don't be. I guess somebody was probably trying to be nosy. Somebody was like, "Let me see what Libra doing. Let me watch their read it." Excuse me, I'm still coughing. All right, Scorpios. What's this scenario with my Scorpios? I should wear my blue light glasses. What's the scenario for the Scorpios here? Okay, power. What role do you play, Scorpios? Okay, self love. So you're comfortable. All right, what other energy should you be in here? Libra. Oh, maybe you should do what the Libra is doing. Let's see. What are you doing out of self-love? Now, Libra energy is being diplomatic. Maybe you have to share something with somebody, but let's see. What are you doing out of self-love? Maybe a Libra is going to give you advice. Oh, yeah, self-love again. So basically, whatever you're doing, you're not considering anybody else's emotions. You just want to make sure that you're comfortable. So if the energy is skill, right, and this is Libra, just think about the cause and effect of that. Okay, not telling you, it is what it is. Whatever you're doing, if you're only considering your own emotions or your own feelings, just make sure you think about the cause and effect of, how that will go. So your energy is skill. What's the power part? What is power real quick? And then dominant strength, fluidity, and sexuality. Mm. All right, just think of the effects of being, self-love, I guess. Be diplomatic. Maybe at the very least, if you do know a Libra, consider that Libra. Why does my lip gloss look like this? Is it because it's gold? Yeah, that looks weird. All right. But yeah, just think of the cause and effects of you considering yourself. Let me get 8 cards here. Okay, yeah. Literally, this is the death card. This is Scorpio. You're the start of the reading. So the cause and effect. Whatever you're doing in this card, Scorpio, the rest of these cards are the effect of you just being a Scorpio, being yourself. You like, this is me. Whatever comes after these cards is because of something you did. You're your first card out. So you're not, that's what it is. All right. So you're approaching somebody. Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, Two of Wands, the Nine of Wands, Knight of Wands, and then the Knight of Swords. You're literally okay. So the numbers that are out is 2, 2, and 9, 9. Your reading is pretty short because literally just think about the cause of effect of what you're about to do. You have 2, 2, 2, the Nine of Swords. I don't know if you are. It's like if you're because the Two of Cups is you are partnering up with somebody. You feel like what you're doing in this relationship outweighs something else. Who do you want to partner up with in this scenario for yourself? You're doing it out of self-love. They're peace. What are they at peace with? Okay, defiance. What do you feel? Oh, you okay? What do you feel like this outweighs? You feel like this is more important than what? Okay, exact. Okay, order. So you're just like, no, I'm just gonna put myself first. Okay, so what's the effect of it then? I mean, it might not be bad. What's the effect here? Okay, self-esteem. So that's going to offend somebody or bother somebody. Um, so just okay, what's going to trigger what triggers somebody's self-esteem here or what offends someone? Guidance? What are people hearing or what are they listening to? Libra. Okay, the Libra was supposed to keep a secret. The Libra is keeping a secret, but we're watching the Libra. This is odd. How do I explain this? Maybe out of self-love, you're hiding a Libra, or like basically you being selfish, that is going to cause an insecurity, I'm assuming, in somebody else. Who becomes insecure? I mean, I don't, let's see. I haven't pulled that yet for anybody. Okay, finesse. So somebody out, if this is you and you have a certain intention, it may not go as planned because you're not considering the cause of effect, a cause and effect of you just focused on yourself. But if there's somebody else involved, like a plan is not working, what's the intended outcome? Oh, respect. Okay, now I didn't pull the Hierophant. I'm not pulling any Taurus. Like maybe your intended outcome is to get a Taurus, work with a Taurus, date them. The intended outcome may be like a certain rule, regulation, a commitment. What's actually happening? What's going to be the actual result? Now let's keep in mind we started with you doing something out of self-love. So this may be you, but what's the actual outcome? What's actually happening? Hustle? Hustle, knowledge, love, and luck. Let's see. Let's clarify that. Because basically, in these 8 cards, only major arcana is you, Scorpio. You pretty much you're gonna do whatever you want. You don't care about anything else at this moment. You just want to make sure you're comfortable. What is the intended outcome with respect, real quick? Maybe you want people to respect your decisions, but it may not consider other people. The intended outcome is a Sagittarius. The temperance with respect. Yeah, the temperance, the sun, knight of cups, and then the chariot. Okay. What's actually going to occur? What? What's actually going to occur? The Queen of Pentacles. That's confusing. Okay. So your intended what? What's the what is the temperance with respect here? Looks like something's going to cost money or something. But let me see. What is the temperance? Pride. Okay. What is the nine of swords? What is the worry about here? The truth. Okay. Truth about what? You're worried that somebody can see the truth. Yeah, luck. The truth about why something is happening, the truth about why it's going the way that it's going. It starts with you, Scorpio. You did this out of self-love. But the intended outcome was for a Sag to act out of pride or like you want respect or what is this energy supposed to do out of pride? Because they're not here. Where is this okay, so what actually happens? Where is this person at? Or where is this energy at? Like something also is not going to the next step either. Their guidance, who are they being guided by? This is something differently. They're being guided by mood. So if this is within themselves, that person remembers that. They're like, nah, I didn't like that. I regret doing that. I'm not doing that. Or somebody else may be giving that advice. What are they being guided to do? Because they didn't show up in your original cards. They're not there. Yeah, skill, cause and effect. They're so somebody outcome, if you want respect from a certain individual, they're treating you how you treated them, or they're treating you how they treated them. If you're wondering why is something happening, it is because you're caring about just yourself right now. It's like you're doing something and you want it to be a big deal with this major arcana, but then it ends up just being the Queen of Pentacles. So it's not as big as a deal as you planned, or somebody's not going to play a significant role like you thought. Now, truth and luck could be like literally this person looking back at what occurred or looking at their own fortunes. What do they have other opportunities to do? Because if something's only making you comfortable, and your advice was skill, right, to be diplomatic, make sure that something is balanced, make sure you care about the cause and effect. If that's not the case, this person is not going to play a major role. Also, this is the following sign, right? So you go from Scorpio to Sagittarius, that is supposed to be the next sign. So that's not going to occur. It's almost like you're going to be kind of, I don't want to say stuck in a loop, but you're gonna be stuck in this position of self-love where you're comfortable, which is not bad. I don't It's like, just think about it. I mean, you can always anybody could do what they love. Just make sure that's where you really want to end up. Um, okay, what's the outcome for you, Scorpio? Let's see. The outcome is voice, Eight of Swords, fight, and rebellion. What is the outcome here with voice? Oopsies. What's the outcome? You say you went on a date with a Scorpio the next day and then nothing. The only time you don't hear from a man, they just got another woman. It's it don't matter what their side is. It's really that simple. They got an easier woman, or they got a woman that they're already familiar with, or something. All right, what's the outcome here? Or they broke. The outcomes of you got the Five of Pentacles, a Four of Swords. So somebody is not noticing that these two people need assistance, and then there's the new perspective. So yeah, there it is. Not hidden, or like somebody doesn't. What? What do we not notice right here? It's like somebody doesn't even notice that two people need help or assistance. Yeah, healing, defense, and then rebellion. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's your reading. Just make sure you're thinking about the cause and effects of it. I think that's pretty much it. The outcome's supposed to be excuse me, a Sagittarius. Yeah. Mm-mm. There was a Scorpio that kept trying to get me to move in with him recently. I was like, boy, after all the stuff you did to me, you tripping. I would never, ever in my life. Okay, Sag is next. Let's see. Sagittarius is. What's the energy surrounding Sagittarius? Energy surrounding Sagittarius. Oh, okay, the Strength card, a Leo. So I dodged the bullet. No, I already know. The bullets don't even come towards me because I don't. I don't even be in the vicinity of all that. All right, so strength. This could be your own strength, or you could be dealing with a Leo. All right, what role do you play here, Sagittarius, in your reading? Excuse me. Okay, guidance, the Three of Cups. Who else had guidance? Aries. Okay, who are you being guided by, or what are you being guided by? Okay, transition. Interesting. What are you being guided to do? Okay, spirituality. Okay, so maybe you're going through a transition in your life. There's some sort of transition going on. You're like, okay, well, let me look into it, or let me use a spiritual tool, spiritual gift. Let me be optimistic. Okay. What other energy should you be in, Sagittarius? Yeah. Is there a lot of dishes in there? You can wait. You can wait. I'll put the rest in there. All right. So, what other energy should you be in, Sagittarius? Okay, power. All right. Now, I don't know too many Sagittariuses that ain't like this. So, it's like, nah. What else is your power? Okay, self love. Do the same thing that self love, dominance, and strength. Let's see what the strength is. What is the strength card here? You might be being nice. If you're being spiritual, like don't be too nice. Like this is what you're doing right now. This is what you're supposed to be doing. So, try not to be like don't be a pushover or nothing. Um when I first started my spiritual journey, I was a big pushover. Do not do that, y'all. Do not think you're supposed to be love and light, or oh, I'm spiritual, so I need to rise above, blah blah blah. Nah. Fuck them niggas. It's like, no, I'm just playing. All right. What is this strength card? Let me see. I'm just kidding. I okay, superstition. A Leo is worried. What do we okay, worried about what? I'll be playing, y'all. Worried about what? You, self love. This is your power. You're supposed to focus on yourself, make sure you're comfortable. There is a superstition surrounding whether or not you're being selfish or whatever. We'll get the cards here. So now Scorpio has self-love, but their intention was you. Their intention was Sagittarius. So maybe you know a Scorpio, they'll help you. Yeah, what the hell? Where the Leos at? The Leos is really in some Sag energy. All right, let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Let's see. You said you still hood with it, you work on it every day. Sometimes you don't need to fix that. Sometimes you need to keep that energy. People will play with you. They really will. Let me get 8 cards. I don't it's like the strength card is worried that you're going to love yourself. Okay, here's your spirituality. When I pull a devil card, that to me can be spirituality, like an idea, but we're gonna see. Okay, a new perspective, the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Magician. I literally just said this in an earlier reading where I was talking about people looking at these cards together as black magic or, stuff like that. This is typically a combination that people will try to say is black magic. Or, like, if this is representing spirituality, there's going to be a new perspective on magic, right? The Magician having all the tools to make something work. All right, so if you're already in power, now the Eight of Cups, you were walking away in the Cancer reading. Let's tie it all together. Cancer was change in spirituality, and it caused you to walk away from something. All right, so you are able to walk away from a situation. There's a Page of Swords, so we're noticing. There's your Death card. I knew the Scorpio was gonna come out or something. And then the Fool. Excuse me. Why is a Scorpio in your reading? Let's see. What is the Devil card, real quick? Oh, a Leo does not trust a Scorpio. A Leo warned you about a Scorpio. A Leo did warn me about a Scorpio. I feel like a Leo doesn't trust a Scorpio, or they're worried about a Scorpio. They're warning you about a Scorpio because that Scorpio is only doing something out of love for themselves. Your power is self-love, though. You can do something out of love for just yourself. So you might be doing something out of a spiritual belief system. Maybe you're like, or like some belief system, period. Like, oh, this is my friend, this is my mom, this is my dad, this is my child, this is my baby mama, baby daddy, something like that. It's like, nah, you're being warned, or I don't know. But let's see what else. What's the devil card? Okay, mood. What is the regret? That could be a Capricorn, but we'll get to Capricorn. Let's see. Confidence. What is the magician able to create? What are you able to create here? Knowledge. So you have all the tools to find something out. You have all the tools to get the information that you need. Okay, knowledge about what? You're like, yeah, I can figure that out myself. Okay, resilience and skill. Let me get one more inspiration. Okay, I feel like you know how to handle the cause and effect of something. You can handle something that calls for a big group of people, a large group of people. Okay, what's being observed here? What's noticed here? Sexuality and luck. Who noticed this? This is odd. Let me see. Okay, order. What is the death card in your reading? And what are they approaching with, or what are they asking for? I'm going to see what your energy is in these 8 cards. Oh, transition. Okay. Remember, first of all, Sagittarius, if you did deal with like a Capricorn or a Scorpio, or if you dealt with somebody in particular, it's like you knew that you had the power to create stuff, and then something comes along and it makes you forget. Like, it's like you have all the tools, and then you meet this person and they make you feel like you don't know. That's why your tool is knowledge. You're able to create knowledge. You're able to find something out on your own. So, what's the scenario here? Like, just I'm just going to give you any type of scenario, right? Like, say somebody's like, yeah, I'll teach you how to do blah blah blah. You can figure this out on your own. You don't need to pay for a class. You don't need to, like, you don't need to pay somebody to show you how to do it or teach you how to do it. You're able to get the information on your own. You already have done this. Don't let somebody come in and make you feel like you don't know. What is transition? What's the starting point? Because that's who you're being guided by. What is the transition to? Excuse me. You had, it's like, oh, this is so confused. This is hard to explain because you're being guided to do spirituality, but the transition was from spirituality to change. So it's like, say you had a certain level of optimism, right? This is hard to, it's hard to explain. I can see it though. I can see it. Do not forget how much you can create on your own. All right. Don't forget how much information you can find out on your own. What is the Fool card? What information is missing from the Fool card? Okay, intuition. That's what I'm getting. You don't realize that you have intuition already. What is your or somebody in this midst may not know you have intuition. What else is your intuition telling you here? You already know how to do something. You don't need to. I feel like too, you're going to know that something is going to cause you to feel insecure or worried. There is a reason I'm not saying what sign came out. I can't say what sign came out because it's gonna be very specific. But you guys will know what this is for yourself. You will know, like, you're like, wait, I didn't act like this before. I wasn't worried about this before I told so and so. What's your intuition telling you? The card pop right back out to you. That's funny as shit. All right, let's see. What's the intuition telling you here? You know that something's creating like a worry or stress for no reason. Yeah, you're fine. You're gonna know what to do. Do not go outside of yourself. You have all the information that you need to go find something out. Um, like for me, like I said with day trading, for me, I learned how to day trade on my own, and I went through following so many different people, but my strategy works the best for me. So like even when I say that, people are like, "Oh, can you teach me?" You guys can find it yourself, I promise you, because one, it's illegal for me to teach you because I don't have no CPA. So I'm not jeopardizing my livelihood. Two, I have seen a lot of people. Well, I saw this one white guy. He got investigated by the FBI. If the white man getting investigated by the FBI, I'm not showing y'all a damn thing on this internet. I'm so sorry. I can't do it. And then three, people will sit there, and if you are not doing the strategy correctly or you're not doing your day trading correctly and you lose money, you're not about to blame me. So it's something like that. Like something can be self-taught. You can research it yourself. You can find it yourself. You don't need to. I don't know where the Leo part. I don't even know where the Leo is or why they're in your reading. But continue to focus on yourself. Make sure you're doing what makes you feel comfortable. Where are you at down here in these 8 cards too? Your resistance. What are you resisting? Potential. So this could be resisting your own true potential. Um, because you already know how to create it. You already know how to figure it out. You already know how to find the information, how to find the knowledge. Now, with spirituality, if you're using spirituality, intuition, and you have power, tarot cards are a great tool for me. I'll find out what I need to find out. I'll figure it out on my own. Literally by you observing something, studying it, you will learn how to do it. If you want to do real estate, you can go get an online real estate license. You can study the class. You can figure out the information on your own. That's what you need to hear. What other energy should you be in, Sag? We're gonna see what the outcome is. Yeah, peace. You're fine. You don't have to worry about anything. What are you able to be at peace with? Or what should you not focus on? Like you don't need to worry. Don't let somebody worry you or scare you. Yeah, knowledge. You need to be at peace with the fact that you can figure out the information. I feel like too, there might, because the four swords sometimes can be information that you don't see yet. You have all the tools to get that information, but you're fine. You don't have to worry about that. What's the outcome for you here? What's the outcome for you? Yeah, potential again. All right. That was your reading, Sages. That was your reading. You will be able to figure it out. Excuse me. You have the knowledge, you have the intuition. All right, that was Sag. Excuse me. Capricorn is next. Let me timestamp it. Just in time because I'm getting hungry. Get a little hungry, y'all. All right, let's see. You know the thing about teaching people too, people really, in some cases, don't really want to learn. People don't really want to do what you're going to teach them anyway. All right, Capricorn, what's going on? What's the scenario for the Capricorns? Okay, vision. Okay, so we can see, we're observing, you could be envisioning something. What role do you play here, Capricorns? All right, passion. What do you desire? Or you're taking action here. What do you desire, Capricorns? Order, what do you want to put first? So you have a certain thing that you want to come. Okay, power. All right, so that was Sagittarius. If you know a Sag or you have Sag placements, you're like, okay, I want, Sag needs to speak on this or Sag needs to do blah blah blah. At the end of the day, you wanna have the power to do something here. Okay. Okay. What other energy should you be in, Capricorn? Sorry. Okay, luck. What is your luck right now? Use your time wisely. Okay, dominance and spirituality and respect. All right, so you have full control over your own rules and regulations. That is what you need here. What is vision? What are we able to observe and see? Love flipped over. What are you able to see here? Yeah, transition self esteem. Somebody starts to become insecure. Okay, what's the starting point? Why? What makes somebody feel insecure? Oh, Leo had rebellion. What makes somebody feel insecure? Knowledge. That's Sagittarius again. So, not somebody's like, yeah, I do know. So whoever knows, they're like, yeah, I do know that. So that's what's going to make somebody feel insecure. Somebody can see it. They're like, no, I know that. I know how to do that. I know the secret, or I know what's going on, or something. All right. Let's see. Let's see. You said I brought you through the last half of your shift. No problem. Let's get 8 cards for the Capricorns. Got a lot of Sag energy. Okay, we got a new perspective on the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, we got a new perspective on opportunities that we did not notice originally before. All right, we got the King of Swords, Seven of Swords, Five of Wands, and Six of Cups. What's the intention with the Seven of Swords? Oh, emotions. Oh, okay, emotions. What is somebody doing to trigger somebody's emotions or to get their emotions involved here? Why is the Leo, this Leo is just all up in everybody's reading? So it's like, okay, so a Leo literally they want to fight or they're getting distracted. That's what we keep talking about. For some reason, a Leo wants to fight or they're distracted or what's actually occurring here? Because whoever's supposed to get distracted, they're very focused. What's actually going to occur? People are not focusing on this, or we're not arguing about this leadership. What is the new perspective or new clarity? Versatility, respect. Yeah, rule. The truth about respect for women, the truth about respecting somebody's standards, regulations, the truth about if you want to create something, what standard do you want to create for yourself? That's what we're going to see here. That's what's going to occur. It looks like a Leo's like kind of like just running around and everybody's reading or something. If somebody's emotional, what will they do? Like something's designed to make you emotional or trigger your emotions. Once somebody's emotional, what will they do here? Guidance. Okay. Maybe they're more apt to listen to somebody because there's an emotional attachment. What are they going to be guided to do? Or they're more apt to listen to them? Yeah, connectivity. So this is the thing. If you have there's a thing where like some people are only listening to one person or one leader or because there's an emotional attachment. Somebody's being guided to have a closed mind. Okay, a closed mind about what? Because like that's the only person that they trust or that's the only person that they'll listen to about themselves. Somebody has a closed mind about their own self. What? It's almost like what is the Leo doing? What does the Leo have to do with this? Defiance again, like somebody's completely disrespectful or they don't listen to anybody or they don't. So somebody doesn't like to listen to authority or something, or they don't like to listen to other people. What is it? What is somebody being advised to do? It's like here, these are Because sometimes, like for me, this energy with respect, the truth about versatility and respect. Maybe somebody has no respect for women or no respect for their own mom, so they don't listen to other women, or it's like something's missing. What are they being asked to respect or do? Love. Okay, what are they doing instead? So somebody does not care about somebody else's emotions. Healing what? Were they healing? Okay, they're healing self-love. But who told them that? What? What do you have to do with it? All right, the readings are starting to become okay. Somebody was being guided to be loving. They're not going to listen to that. They're like, no, I just want to make sure that I feel good for myself or by myself. Who told Leo to do this? I don't know why they're. I don't, vision, voice, ambition, and confidence. So maybe they saw somebody else doing something. They're like, okay, I'm going to do what they did. It's hard. This is hard to explain because I don't even know what you have to do with it. I feel like this is not a big deal for you. There's no major arcana. What are you doing down here in the eight of in the eight in these eight cards? Oh, defense. You're like stopping the manipulation. What are you blocking out? Leadership. So I feel like this is the issue. This is the thing. You don't always need to listen to somebody because I feel like whoever this person is, they're being guided to view themselves in the wrong way, right? So here's guidance. Here's a person who's listening. They're being told to view themselves only one way, one facet. You could only do one thing, or, and you're like, no, or maybe you don't want to be a leader. I don't know. It's this odd. I'm gonna end it because I feel like I'm forcing it. What's the outcome here for you Capricorns? Yeah, defense. It's not. This is not. You're like, no, I'm not gonna view it that way. How does somebody want you to view? Like, say it's like, okay, I'm listening to you, but you want me to think this way about myself. And I've given this example before. I told y'all about like the Libra that says Sagittarius are bad moms, right? And if I would have listened to, I've been like, damn, I'm a bad mom because I'm a Sagittarius. So it's something like that. You're like, nah, that's not true. Or something like that. All right, what's that? What else are you able to block out here? Yeah, change. So it could be that Cancer, yeah, intuition. What is your intuition telling you here, Capricorns? All right, so Sagittarius was able to create something. So that's actually working. This is actually working because that's different than finesse. It looks like a Libra is distracted or something, but all right. But yeah, or you're creating your own cause and effect or something like that. All right. Let's see. We're gonna do Aquarius and then Pisces, and then that'll be it. The last ones always get a little like foggy for me. Maybe I should stop at um like the ninth sign or something. All right, Aquarius. Let's see. What is it? Ooh, excuse me. All right, what is the energy surrounding the Aquarius? All right, fluidity, experimenting with things, ebbs and flows. What role do you play here, Aquarius? Okay, healing. What was the issue? What was the issue? Resistance. And then what is it healed into? The strength. Okay, so a Leo again. A Leo tribe perspective of personality. Okay, but it's being healed. So if this is this could literally be somebody getting their strength back, right? So getting your strength back. If you're worried about your body, your health, your strength is coming back. What were we resisting before? Focus. Okay, so we were supposed to focus. All right. This could be the Sag again, because that came out. Okay. All right. What other energy should you be in, Aquarius? You should be in defiance. All right. So you should actually break some sort of rule or regulation. What are you being told to do? So you, in your case, that is literally like if I give you instructions, do not follow those instructions. Not the, I mean, I'm telling you to break the instructions, but if somebody gave you instructions, hey, do this. This is the best way to do blah blah blah. Don't listen to that. All right, what is the rule or what's the instructions here? To worry. You're supposed to worry. Literally, somebody's like, no, you're supposed to worry, or those rules are fake. They're a superstition. They're not real. What are you supposed to worry about? What is somebody telling you not to trust? Change that cancer. Cancer came out as change. Somebody's telling you not to trust a cancer or to worry about this shifting, worry about that changing, worry about that cancer. You're not supposed to worry. Okay. What else are you supposed to do instead with defiance? Luck. Enjoy the moment. You got luck, hustle, strength, perspective. Who's telling you to worry? Fight. Okay, so this could be within yourself or somebody's like conflicted with you, fighting with you. This is competition. Maybe somebody's competing with the cancer. They're like, no, don't trust that. Don't trust that cancer. Whoever is giving you this advice, their perspective, they're distracted. They're distracted by something else. Don't what? Okay, let's get the 8 cards. So you should worry about things changing, worry about things shifting, but you shouldn't be worried about it. Let's get 8 cards. Okay, so out the gate you have justice. You could be dealing with a Libra, so something may have started with Libra energy or or actual Libra. All right, the 7 of Pentacles, the Empress. So looks like somebody's looking at what caused this. Somebody is looking at the effects of something. Literally, they're like, okay, this was the effect of all these things I did. Or somebody could be like, okay, I spent this much money, this much time focusing on a Libra, or something along those lines. Okay. There's a 9 of Pentacles, but this okay, this looks good though. Somebody's looking at the cause of an effect of how they made more money or how their body got healthier. That could be why healing is here. So somebody's like, okay, every time I did this, I got more. Yeah, truth. So this is what it is right here. Somebody's like, wait, every time this happened, I got more money. Every time I put money here, I did this. Every time I focused on this, I received this. What's the justice? Mood. What do we regret? So a Libra shows up sad or regretful. Oh, they supposed to keep a secret. The Libra was supposed to keep a secret, but they showed up. The Libra was supposed to hide, or I feel like the Libra feels guilty about keeping their secret. Now I told Libra that their advice was secret and they were supposed to keep something a secret. They feel guilty about that. What that has to do with anything, I don't know. Um Okay, what is the effect of the Libra showing up? Or they feel guilty keeping their secret. Okay, you got leadership. Leadership leading who? To do what? Okay, knowledge. So this could be a thing where because Libra had to hide, somebody else had to go find other knowledge, right? So how do I break this down? Normally, it's like basically I'm going to hide certain information so that you have the inspiration to go find it yourself. It's like if a Libra hid something, it's giving somebody the initiative to go find that information on their own. I feel like this is a cause and effect though. I feel like because the Libra is hidden, someone else in this reading or in this energy that okay, I have to go research this myself. Like normally I watch Libra, normally I get the answers from Libra, normally Libra helps me. They're like, no, I gotta go find the information myself. This doesn't work for me. Now we have the Seven of Swords though. What is the intended outcome? Because something down here isn't working. Yeah, cancer. Somebody's trying to blame the cancer or warn you about a cancer. The intended outcome is a cancer. What's actually occurring or what's actually occurring? Spirituality, respect, and then cancer. What? Whose intentions is this? I feel like somebody is like, no, I have, if somebody's supposed to blame a cancer or something like that, or they're like, no, I have respect for that person, or this is my standard. Okay. Who's intending on doing this? Who is this? Aquarius? Yeah, luck, sexuality, and skill. Somebody's running into a Libra and they're trying to get like info from a Libra. I don't know what this is, or at the end of the day, something is cause and effect. That's what you're going to learn. What other energy should you be in, Aquarius? Defense, like Capricorn. Okay, what are you blocking out? You're gonna have to block this out. Yeah, guidance. Don't literally do not listen. It's like somebody's trying to warn you about a cancer or like worry about this cancer. Don't trust this. Maybe don't go down this path. Don't trust this car. Don't trust something. You're not supposed to be worried about that at all. Don't listen to that. Okay. What's the outcome for you? Yeah. Dominance, ambition, and confidence. Yeah. You're fine. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Hmm. Pisces is last but not least. Let's see. Maybe I will start like just kind of stopping at nine signs because I do be, I don't want to lose the message, you know? I want it to be clear for everybody. Pisces. All right, what's the scenario surrounding my Pisces? All right, love. I forget who had that. Okay, what role do you play here, Pisces? Vision. Okay, what are you observing? What do you see here? Resilience, you can see what somebody else is able to handle or somebody is handling something all on their own. If the way this looks, if you see somebody and they went through something by themselves, they're like paired up with this Libra, they're blocking out other people from listening to them. They're like, no, don't listen to me, don't follow me, I'm not sharing that information or something like that. But you see resilience, you see something that's difficult. Welcome on, Kick. Hi. What are you supposed to do with the information that you see? Let's see. Okay, potential. Look at the reality of it. What is the reality here? Okay, confidence, the Nine of Pentacles. All right, that came out in the Aquarius reading. What does love have to do with this? Love for who? How somebody acts, personality, what part of their personality? I don't. Oh, love again. Okay. So somebody's person out there very loving or generous. They do things very kindly for people. Okay. What are they doing out of the kindness of their heart? Or they have empathy? Okay, knowledge, superstition, and fight. Let me get one more in attitude. So they know that something is all about out of love. Somebody's like, look, do not worry about that. I can tell. Like, don't get distracted by that. So somebody could be telling you this. All right, yeah, I'm getting tired. I'm getting hungry. Let's see. We gonna see what else comes out. I don't know, child. Let's see. This is why I reverse so that the late signs can get a good reading too. All right, 8 cards here. I'll keep it. All right, the Emperor, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords. All right, so somebody's worried that a plan is not working. They're kind of watching and looking back. They're like trying to make sure that a plan works and it's not. The Emperor and then the Empress. So we have masculine and feminine energy. It looks like a man is worried that something may not work with a woman. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. So we can see the Nine of Pentacles. You got 7, 7, 9, 9, Ace of Wands, and Page of Wands. Um, what is the intended outcome here? Yeah, this woman. All right, so if this is not about genders, somebody's intended outcome, maybe somebody wants to get pregnant. But I feel like the intended outcome is for something to be comfortable, right? This to stay in this position is comfortable here. This is just going to work for me. Now, this is about, well, the center of the reading is love. So if it's about romance or something like that, the intention is to get this woman's attention or to get this woman to do a certain thing. Okay, what's actually occurring? Potential. So we're trying to, like, somebody is looking at the reality of a scenario before doing it. They're like, I don't know if I should do that. What's missing from the plan? Oh, peace. Somebody can't do something because they're always going to be worried about a scenario. If this is within yourself and you're like, why isn't something working? You're overthinking it or you're very stressed or nervous. If this is about dating, somebody's not going to date because they don't feel peace or calm in a scenario. What are we worried about here? I'm so fine, thank you. You better not be somebody I already know or I'll block you. I get a lot of stalkers. But if you're a stranger, you can stay. All right, what's the if you're one of the men who I've blocked or I'm ignoring, I do not want you. Please do not come back. All right, what are you worried about? Or what is someone worried about here? Respect. It's like somebody wants now the emperor and the empress is typically okay. How do I'm gonna break this down. If these are people, if this is one person within themselves, right? They know what they want for themselves. They want to create a certain lifestyle or whatever, but they're worried about setting their own standards. They don't set standards for themselves. They don't set boundaries for themselves. That's why they're not at peace. That's why something's not working out. If this is a dating thing, somebody wants to get married or wants to date or wants to have a child, something like that, or they want this specific woman, they can't get her because there's no respect for women or there's like no respect, there's no boundaries, no standards in the relationship. What is the rule here? There's like no, there needs to be some rules or something. What's the rule here with respect? You said that I just saw that the spicy side of the zodiac. What's the respect? What is the rule? All right, power, spirituality, order. All right, so if it's a Sag or a Capricorn, they're like, this is what I do for work, or I'm spiritual, or I'm a reader, or it's something like that's like, no, I got to do this first, or I have to step into my own power. You won't let me work for myself or do something for myself. What is this person's power here? Like, there's no respect for the other individual's power. Yeah, superstition, pride, and mood. Like, something is somebody's supposed to feel guilty about feeling powerful. If this is you, you're feeling guilty about stepping into your own power, or you're worried. You're like, oh, if I set that boundary, they won't talk to me, or if I do this, they'll blah blah blah. Who cares? Like, do your own. You need to step into your own power or something like that, or into your own thing. What other energy should you be in here, Pisces? Defiance. What are you being told to do? Like, something's not. Yeah, exactly. Sexuality. It's a gender role. So if you're a Pisces woman, I wouldn't, don't listen to this, don't follow this gender rule or this role, or I wouldn't have sex with this person. I wouldn't make the decision to work with that person. What should you do instead here? And then we're going to get the outcome. Yeah, self-love. That's the center of your reading is love. Don't I feel like you're being challenged not to make a sacrifice of your own standards. What's the outcome for you, Pisces? Yeah, dominance, there's intuition. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I'm hungry. I need a nap. I woke up very early today. Um, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to timestamp it. Y'all know where to find the readings linked in the bio. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I don't know if I'll be back on tomorrow early, maybe at night, because I owe Delilah a beach day. I was supposed to take her today, but my throat was still hurting, so I want to enjoy the beach when I go. So I will be back. Thank y'all for watching.